Anyways, 10 years ago, I was a big Afro kid going to school in elementary school because I was 8 years old 10 years ago. I went to the mall with my family, as we do every year, to meet Santa Claus. And it's interesting because I grew up with two Santas, a white Santa and a black Santa. Don't ask why, don't ask how. My mom told me that black Santa did all the hard work while white Santa took all the credit. And that was, I believed that for a while. So we went to see Black Santa, not White Santa that day. And I went on and sat on Black Santa's lap. And White Santa has like this, ho, 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 come and sit down. Black Santa's a little bit different. He's all like, hey, you, get over here. I don't got all day. I got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. Those elves take a lot of work, God damn it. And he's like, come here, boy, come on. Come here, what you say? And I was like, okay, let's do this thing again every year. And I sat down, and I looked at the Black Santa, and I was like, Santa, Black Santa, you know what I want this Christmas? He's like, hey, just so you know, I don't got a lot of money. And I was like, what the hell? You don't got a lot of money? What the? You have workers to make your gifts. You don't need any money, Black Santa. He said, hey, just tell me your gifts, let me see what I can do this summer, you know? Black Santa got some ho-ho-hos on the streets for him, and maybe he can get something going for you. I'm like, okay. So I remember the Wii coming out that Christmas, and I was like, hey, Black Santa, I would really love the Wii this Christmas. He was like, well, how much does it cost? You are magical. He's like, no, that's White Santa. We do the hard work over here. So I was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I want a Wii, whatever. I want, sunshines and rainbows for the rest of my life. And I want to have like 4 kids in a house in Bahamas or some shit like that. And he was like, okay. I was like, bye, Black Santa. He said, And so that Christmas, every Christmas we went to church. We went to church in West LA. It's a church down my street. And let's just say, church people, especially my church people, weren't the type to like really vibe with the whole Santa thing. They were too Christian to like really believe in that sort of stuff. Like I remember so many like times they told me Santa wasn't real, and I keep saying yes, and they keep saying like, why is his name Santa? Add an end to it, and it's Satan Claus. Satan's Claus coming for you. Satan Claus. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, I wasn't supposed to curse, Charlie. I'm so sorry. That's just my habit. I just like, oh, I'm so sorry, Paul. I love you too, man. But anyways, so one day they straight up told me Santa wasn't real. There was no gifts coming. And I told my parents, I was like, oh, I asked fans for the Wii. They said okay. And let's just say the Wii was like out of their limit that year. Like they had like a lot of other stuff on their mind. So that Christmas, I didn't get the Wii. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. But I also got other good things. Like I forgot what I got. See, it's like when you go back in your childhood, like you don't really remember like what you really asked for. Like now as you grow older, you just ask for like life shit. Like, oh, this Christmas I want to get into a good college. I want to have a successful future. Like you don't ask for materialistic things anymore. It's really weird. And yeah, I went to school and all the other kids were like, oh, so guess what I got this year? I got the Wii, I got Mario Kart, I got Super Smash Brothers, I got, what's the other game, Mario Party 8 or some stuff like that. I was like, oh. And I was like, what'd you get, Cody? And I was like, I got a blender this Christmas. It was like, what? It was like, yeah, I asked, I got a blender for this Christmas. It was like, no, your parents got you the blender this Christmas. It's like, no, I asked Black Santa to give me a blender for this Christmas. I mean, this Christmas, he said he couldn't afford it this year. He's like, no, the white Santa can afford it, Black Santa may not. I was like, what the hell is this racist ass shit? And yeah, that's how I found out Santa wasn't real. Cody!